God's design for work, rest, and stewardship of time. You know, the Bible teaches us that God created the heavens and the earth. He created us with a purpose, and that we were to have gifts and abilities that serve Him and others. And we see that, in Ephesians, in the book of Ephesians, and in Romans and 1 Corinthians. Work is a part of God's design for our life, and we're meant to do it with the best of our ability, and give it us. We're meant to give it our best shot. But at the same time, God recognises that we need rest and we need to have balance in our life. In the Ten Commandments, there's a concept in that. He commands us to keep the Sabbath day holy and to rest. For the Jewish people, and in the Old Testament, that was Saturday. It was the seventh day because God rested on the seventh day when He created the heavens and the earth. Christians take a day off often, mostly on Sunday. That's certainly when they come together for church, where we celebrate the day that Jesus rose from the dead. But the concept's the same. It's every 7 days, people have a day off. They have a time of rest. And often that can be a mental rest as well as a physical rest. And in that, we can build up spiritually by giving additional time on that day to concentrate on spiritual things, even though we should do it every day. One of the biggest challenges of a work-life balance is finding, giving time for all the responsibilities of our life. The Bible even teaches us that time is a precious gift from God, and that we are responsible on how we use it. And the world doesn't say this that much, but we use the word stewardship, and that basically means to look after something. And often you need to know when not to use something in order to use it. And that's the same with our bodies and our minds. We need to give them a time where we build it up with knowledge, and a time where we don't even go anywhere. We just don't do anything. We rest mentally as well. But in our world, that's increasingly a 24/7 world. That's a challenge. I know it's a challenge for me, and our family goes through different changes. That becomes a new challenge every time. Often our work, people used to work at more set times, but now people are sort of working around the clock, and that puts added stress and extra responsibility that we face from work. More and more people are working casually, so they may not always know how often they work, or when they're going to work next. Whereas other people know when they're going to work in 4 months from now. It's just different, and when we're all interacting with each other, then with our friends and family, that also creates its own challenges. But it's important to make time for the things that matter to us, including our relationship with God and our family, our friends, and our own personal health.